Hey guys, so classical music. Some people love it, some people hate it. And then there are those awkward people in between who don't really know what it is. So the genre of classical music is basically comprised over instrumentals such as pianos, violins, and any other string instrument that you could probably find in bands. So basically, classical music can help you with all sorts of things, and so here are the benefits. It can help you with concentration. I do this a lot when studying. I would turn on classical music and I would be totally focused, and it actually helps because whenever I'm listening to like pop music or Broadway, I would be paying more attention to the lyrics and start singing instead of actually paying attention to my work. Now with classical music, that doesn't really happen because you're too busy working on your stuff and like listening to the nice soft piano or the violin, and you could like totally concentrate on your work. And it also helps when studying because you could like be looking at the piece of paper and be like, oh, this means whatever it means. I need to study for this. This is helping. And when you're taking the test, you could be like, oh, what is this again? Oh yeah, Mozart helped me with this. The answer is, sort of thing. And I don't know if that would help you, but that's what I do. Another benefit of classical music is that it's very relaxing. It's something really easy to fall asleep to, as bad as it sounds, unless you're like one of those critics who would like be listening to classical music and be like, oh, they played this flat, or oh, this is not what Mozart or Beethoven wanted it to be. That's terrible. But then again, it's their rendition and that's just how they wanted to play it. But their work is still here. It's still going to be played, and it will still be enjoyed by all sorts of people. Like, the first thing you probably learned on a piano is For Elise, and Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, and then just randomly tapping keys. I don't know. One last benefit of classical music is that it's just classical music. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm always listening to classical music really loud in my room, and you can't yell at someone for listening to classical music. Because it's classical music, you can't yell, you can't argue about the classics. Or that's just like yelling at your parents in the car for listening to something from the 90s or the 80s, or I don't know when they were born. But it's sort of like the same concept. You can't yell at someone for listening to the Beatles, and you can't yell at someone for listening to classical music, because like the Beatles, classical music is always going to be there, whether everyone's dead in the making of the music or just no one listens to it anymore. There is still always going to be someone listening to classical music, whether it's one of those hipsters or some random teenager like me who really just likes that stuff. Well, that is my thoughts on classical music and its tips and tricks and just all sorts of things. Just a bunch of things about classical music that would probably help you, and it sort of helps me too. And something that would really help me is if you liked and shared this video and leave a comment on what I should do for my next random thing about science. And please subscribe to my channel. I hope you really enjoy this video, and I really do enjoy making them. I was just really busy for the last month and I just haven't had time to make another video. But I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you look forward to seeing new videos soon. Okay, bye.